Okay, welcome back, boys and girls. So we're going to continue with our English, and we're continuing with our reindeer reading. So if you guys remembered, I read this to you guys, then I had you guys record yourselves reading. We took notes of it. So today we're going to do a little bit of writing down some important information that we learned about the reindeer. So first off, I'm just going to read it to you guys one more time, and then we're going to start taking notes. While I read, you guys make sure you guys have a pencil today, maybe a highlighter, and you will need your English notebook. So let me read this for you. The reindeer. The reindeer is a species of deer found in northern Europe, Greenland, and the northernmost portion of North America. It is also known as a caribou. A reindeer has very large antlers, second in size to the moose. In most types of reindeer, both the male and female grow antlers. Males use their antlers to fight other males. They then shed their antlers in December. Younger males lose their antlers in early spring, and females lose theirs in the summer. Normally, reindeer are herbivores. They eat lichen in the winter and leaves and grasses the rest of the year. Some scientists, however, have noted that reindeer will also eat eggs, fish, and even lemmings, a small mammal. As a member of the deer family, reindeer are also prey. They're a prey species. Wolves, bears, and wolverines will attack reindeer, especially their small calves. Golden eagles have been known to carry away newborn calves. Herds of reindeer migrate as much as 3,000 miles in a year. In a day, a herd may travel 12 to 34 miles. Reindeer swim well and can run fast as 15 miles per hour. For centuries, humans have hunted and herded reindeer as a source of food and hides. Some cultures, such as the Lapps, use reindeer to pull pulks, which is a short toboggan or sled. Okay, so I have my paper here. You guys are going to get your English notebook. And this time, instead of drawing a picture of reindeer, I just taped one on there. So I'm going to title my paper The Reindeer, because that is our reading. And you guys are welcome to title it as well. I recommend that you guys flip your notebook instead of having it this way. Flip it like this so you have more room to write information. The reindeer. And remember, any information that I write down, I need you guys to write down as well. The reindeer. So the first thing I want to talk about is their habitat. Where do they live? So I'm going to write the habitat in one of the boxes in a corner. So habitat. And put it in a box. Habitat. Where do reindeer live? If you guys remember from our reading, it was in the very first sentences. They are found in northern Europe, Greenland, and the northernmost portion of North America. So I heard you guys had a little trouble reading this, northernmost. That just means the north, the very top north of North America. So we're just going to write the places where they live. And these don't have to be complete sentences. So they are found in northern Europe. Go ahead and write this with me. Northern Europe. They are found in Greenland. and in the very north of North America. So northernmost. And again, I'm taking my notes directly from my article. Again, I'm sorry you guys are not in class to have your own article. Northernmost portion of North America. Capital, America. And again, since this is a recording, you're welcome to hit pause at any time so you finish taking the notes. Okay. Another detail you guys can put about habitat. Yes, they live in these areas, but they mostly live in those areas out in the wild, so near grasslands. So they live near grasslands. Okay, let me get another color for the next section. So now I want to write down information about their diet. If you guys remember, their diet is what they eat. So I'm going to write over here, diet. Again, make sure you guys are taking notes along with me. You remember from their reading, I'm going to go down and see what they eat. So I'm going to show you this right here. It's around here. Normally, reindeer are herbivores. Herbivores means they only eat plants, right? So a diet, they are herbivores. And the article specifically says that they eat lichen, and if you guys remember from our from the last video, I showed you a picture of lichen. It's this kind of plant. So I'm just going to put in parentheses plant. Okay. And they also eat grass. So even though they are mostly herbivores, some scientists have noticed that certain reindeer sometimes eat eggs and sometimes even the small mammal, the mammal called the lemming. So here's a picture of the lemming again. So not a lot, not most of them, but some of them do. So I'm thinking they eat this mammal maybe when they run out of the plants. So some also eat eggs, and some also eat lemmings. Remember, a lemming is a small animal, mammal. Okay, and I think that's all. Oh, and there's one more. And sometimes they also eat fish. Again, I'm not writing complete sentences. I'm doing this on purpose. I'm just giving you guys ideas for our writing that's going to happen later this week. Okay, so you can pause it at any time to finish habitat, diet. The next section I want to talk about is going to be their characteristics. Physical characteristics. What do they look like? So I'm going to write characteristics. Again, you guys can pause this video at any time if you need to. characteristics. What do they look like? What do they have? So if you guys look at the picture, we notice they have very large antlers. I'm going to write large antlers. Okay. They are also covered with hair, right? They're a mammal. Covered with hair. I'm going to write thick hair. Remember, they live in the northern portion of North America and Europe. That means it's very cold out there. So they're covered with thick hair. They also, let's look over here. So they're talking about, oh, there's another detail there. They mostly shed their antlers, most of them. So the males lose them in December. The younger ones, like the teenage ones, they lose them later in the spring. And then the females, they lose them until the summertime. So these antlers do fall off, but then they start growing back again. So they shed. They shed their antlers. Also on the article, they are fast runners. They are fast runners. Oops. They are fast runners. And they move in herds. In other words, they move with their pack. So when they migrate, not just one migrates, most of the pack migrates, the herd. So they migrate in herds. Remember, migrate means to move from one place to another. So I put a few characteristics and then I added a few extra details. So they have large antlers, they're covered with thick hair. And then I added a few extra details. They shed their antlers, they're fast runners, and they migrate in herds or in a group. And the last section we're going to write about today is going to be maybe any other interesting facts about the deer, the reindeer. So interesting facts. Again, make sure you guys are writing this down with me, and you guys can pause at any time. So an interesting fact. So we already wrote that they're fast runners, but we can add to that. They can reach speeds of up to 50 miles an hour. So they can run up to 50 miles per hour. They are also very good swimmers. They are good swimmers. And one fact, it's not such a nice fact, but sometimes humans have hunted them. So humans hunt them, but some humans herd them. They raise them. So instead of writing humans, we can say people. Some people herd them. Or they raise them to pull sleds. Okay. Another interesting fact is that they are not predators. They are prey species, which means others hunt them. So reindeer is a prey species. If you remember who hunts them, wolves, bears, wolverines, will attack reindeer. This is supposed to be okay. Will attack reindeer. And if you guys can think of any other interesting facts that you remember from this reading, you guys are welcome to add them. So this is all for the lesson, for our writing lesson for today. So make sure you guys have all the information down on your English notebook.